because it is baseball season. And I just played a show 3 nights ago in Phoenix, Arizona with these baseball players, Barry Zito, Jake Peavy, and Tim Flannery, third base coach for the Giants, for Wounded Warriors, a bunch of guys that got wounded, and we put on this show for them and took them to the ballparks at spring training. It was a beautiful experience, and so they had me sing this song. And this song, I mentioned a few baseball announcers. Here goes. This is my life story. We first moved to the USA all the way from Canada. We drove across the continent from Nova Scotia to Pasadena. My sister and me and my mom and dad, from the cold to the sunny south. There were palm trees growing and it was not snowing, and I never did shut my mouth. Well, I drove on over to the courthouse in downtown Los Angeles. We put our hands on a Bible and we swore as a family that we were not communist. When we drove away, I started to cry. They said, "What's wrong, son? Are you sick?" I said, "I don't want to be an American. I want to be a Catholic." Hollywood and baseball in the car, the voice of Vince Scully. Oh, we would travel really far. Oh man, I loved Vince Scully's voice when I was a kid. Well, I made my first communion in St. Rita's Catholic Church. There was incense choking and a priest was smoking and a choir up in the perch. My face got red and my stomach felt bad. They said, "If you're gonna get sick, use a cup." Well, I thought by the time it was my turn for communion, Jesus would be all eaten up. Hollywood and baseball in the car, the voice of Ernie Harwell. Ernie Harwell was the voice of the Detroit Tigers. He passed away. Man, my uncle took me. We would come down from Canada and we watched the Tigers play in their old stadium. My uncle was such a cheapskate, he would buy obstructed view seats and I couldn't see the shortstop. It was sad. Now every line in this next verse is true. Here goes. My allergies were bad, so we moved to the desert to a city called Palm Springs. We trick-or-treated at Liberace's house. Each finger had a diamond ring. We met Elvis Presley in the middle of the summer, and he hugged my sister for far too long. Well, I felt kind of weird, but I would have pimped her out just to hear him sing a song. We talked Hollywood and baseball in the car. The voice of Jack Buck. Oh man, Jack Buck, he's also dead. I was on the road with Jewel and we were in the top of St. Louis's Arch, and we get a phone call and they say, "Jewel, Mark McGwire wants to meet you." And this is during the big home run race. And Jewel looks at me and she goes, "Who's Mark McGwire?" And I said, "Who's Mark McGwire? He's only going for the home run record right now to beat Roger Maris, which originally beat Boo." So they let us go down and meet Mark McGwire in the locker room, and Mark McGwire totally likes Jewel, so I pimped her out to meet Jack Buck. Jack Buck, the announcer. I traded Jewel for Jack Buck, and Jack Buck that night goes,
"And in the locker room, earlier today, Jewel came in to visit, and Mark McGwire hit 2 home runs for her. I don't believe what I just saw."
It was amazing. Now one of my earliest memories was John Kennedy getting shot. And my mom was crying and ironing clothes and my face felt really hot. I watched the funeral on TV, it was there in black and white. I saw a son salute his father's flag-draped coffin, and things did not seem right. Now here I am, a growing up boy, at home on the 4th of July, staring out at the ocean and the fireworks in the sky. I miss my friends who aren't around, the ones who passed away. Oh well, I'm feeling kinda grateful here on Independence Day. We talk Hollywood and baseball in the car. The voice of Jerry Coleman, oh man, it still travels really far. I get allergies and asthma in the yard, and no one ever told me growing up would be so hard.